You need to see this before the portal closes on October 17th, 2025. This is not a drill. This is not another spiritual forecast you can afford to scroll past. If this video has found its way to your screen, it is because your soul has a divine appointment with destiny, and the clock is ticking with a cosmic finality that few on this planet currently understand. We are talking about the final energetic gateway of 2025, a portal that has been slowly creaking open for months, but is now preparing to shut forever on October 17th. For the ones who are meant to walk through it, the chosen ones, the lightworkers, the starseeds, the souls who knew they came here for something more than the mundane, this is the most critical message you will receive all year. You are currently experiencing a series of profound spiritual symptoms, signs that your entire being is being recalibrated to match the frequency of this gateway. Most will dismiss them. Most will rationalize them away as stress, anxiety, or illness. But you, the one whose heart is beating a little faster right now, you know deep down that something monumental is shifting within you and around you. Before we dive into the 7 undeniable symptoms that prove you are being activated for this final ascension window, you must do 3 things immediately to anchor your energy and signal to the universe that you are ready and receptive. First, like this video to infuse it with your conscious energy. Second, subscribe to this channel to ensure you do not miss the urgent updates that will be coming in the days ahead. And third, type the number 777 in the comments below to affirm your alignment with this divine message of completion and spiritual perfection. This is your first act of conscious participation in the great shift that is upon us. Now listen very closely. The reality you have known is dissolving, and for those who are unprepared, the closing of this portal on October 17th will feel like a door slamming shut, leaving them in a denser, more confusing timeline. But for you, the one who has been feeling the pull, the strangeness, the unexplainable shifts in your perception and your body, this portal is your graduation. It is the culmination of lifetimes of work, a final cosmic push into a higher state of consciousness, a 5D reality that exists vibrationally right alongside our own. The conventional wisdom, the common belief, is that spiritual awakening is a long, gentle, meandering path. People believe it's about meditating more, doing yoga, and slowly becoming a better person over decades. But that is the old paradigm. The contrarian truth, the reality that is unfolding right now, is that we have reached a hard deadline. The universe is not waiting anymore. The activation is happening now, and it is intense, it is rapid, and it comes with very specific, often uncomfortable, physiological and psychological symptoms. These 7 signs are not random, they are a synchronized activation sequence. They are the universe's way of ensuring you are energetically purified, upgraded, and ready to make the leap before the gate closes. So in this video, I am going to break down in detail the 7 spiritual symptoms you are likely experiencing right now. This isn't a generalized list you've seen before. This is a specific diagnostic checklist for the October 17th gateway. Recognizing them is the key to consciously working with them, rather than resisting them and creating suffering. Before we unveil the first symptom, you must understand the mechanics of this portal. This is not just a metaphor. It is a tangible alignment between Earth, the central sun Alcyone, and the galactic core, creating a harmonic resonance that thins the veil between dimensions. This gateway allows for a mass karmic clearing and DNA activation. It is a cosmic get-out-of-jail-free card for souls who have done the foundational work. When it closes on October 17th, the vibrational frequencies of Earth will lock into a new higher baseline. Those who have not matched this frequency will experience a profound sense of disconnection, as if they are suddenly living in a world that no longer speaks their language. This is why the symptoms are so intense right now. Your entire system is undergoing a forced upgrade to handle the light codes and data packets that are flooding the planet. Resisting this process is like trying to use a 1990s dial-up modem to download the entire internet. It will burn out your system. Understanding and embracing the symptoms allows you to become a fiber optic cable, capable of receiving and integrating these downloads with grace. So let's begin with the very first sign. a symptom that is often the most confusing and socially isolating for the chosen ones. The first spiritual symptom that you are being prepared for the October 17th portal is a profound, almost overwhelming sensitivity to energy. This goes far beyond being an empath. This is a quantum leap in your sensory perception. Suddenly you can't stand being in crowded places like malls or supermarkets for more than a few minutes. It's not social anxiety, it's energetic bombardment. You feel the collective fear, the frantic stress, the psychic noise of hundreds of people, and it feels like a physical assault on your nervous system, leaving you feeling drained, nauseous, and desperate to retreat into solitude. You may also find that you can no longer tolerate certain people. Friends or even family members you've known for years suddenly feel energetically repulsive. You can sense the insincerity behind their words, the misalignment between their energy field and their actions, and being around them feels like trying to force two opposing magnets together. This isn't you being judgmental, it is your upgraded spiritual antenna detecting discordant frequencies with pinpoint accuracy. Your system is now hardwired to seek resonance and reject dissonance, as a matter of survival for your ascending consciousness. This sensitivity also extends to information and media. The nightly news becomes unbearable. Violent movies or low vibrational music feel physically painful. You are being divinely guided to curate your energetic diet, to consume only that which nourishes your rising frequency. You might even feel the energy of inanimate objects or the residual energy left in a room. You walk into a space and can instantly tell if an argument has just occurred. This is not your imagination. This is your clairsentience coming online in high definition, a necessary tool for navigating the new earth. The purpose of this symptom is to force you into a state of energetic sovereignty, to teach you to become the fierce gatekeeper of your own vibrational field in preparation for stepping through a portal that only allows pure coherent frequencies to pass. If you have felt this energetic sensitivity growing stronger, making you feel like a stranger in a world you once knew, type "I feel awaken" in the comments to anchor this recognition and connect with others who are experiencing the same calibration. This is a crucial step in understanding you are not alone in this process. This heightened sensitivity, however, is merely the first layer of the activation. It's the system's initial alarm, signaling that a deeper process has begun. But the second symptom is where things become undeniably real for many, moving from the ethereal realm of energy into the dense reality of the physical body. It's a sign that the universal intelligence is working on you during your most vulnerable and receptive state. The second spiritual symptom is a radical disruption of your sleep patterns, specifically waking up with a jolt between the hours of 3 a.m. and 4 a.m. This is not insomnia. You don't wake up feeling anxious or stressed about your daily life. Instead, you wake with a sudden wide-eyed clarity, as if someone has flicked a switch in your brain. Your mind is quiet, but your spirit feels intensely alert, buzzing with an unspoken urgency. This specific time window is known across ancient traditions as the divine hour, or the time when the veil between the physical and spiritual worlds is at its thinnest. When you are waking up consistently at this time, it is because your spirit guides, your higher self, and the cosmic intelligence are scheduling a meeting with you. They are intentionally waking you because during this hour, your conscious mind's resistance is at its lowest. Your ego is asleep, allowing for a direct download of light codes, energetic adjustments, and crucial soul information needed to prepare you for the October 17th transition. When you wake during this sacred window, the worst thing you can do is what most people do: grab your phone and start scrolling. This immediately grounds the high-frequency energy and aborts the download. The universe is giving you a quiet, sacred space for communion, and you must honor it. The purpose of this wake-up call is multifaceted. Firstly, it is a period of energetic clearing. Your guides are working on your astral body, releasing dense energies, cutting etheric cords, and healing karmic imprints from this life and past lives. You might wake up feeling a strange sensation in your body, a buzzing or tingling. This is that energetic work taking place. Secondly, you are receiving information. It may not come in words but in feelings, intuitive knowings, or sudden solutions to problems that have plagued you. This is your higher self dropping breadcrumbs of wisdom into your consciousness to guide your next steps as the portal approaches. You are being asked to simply lie in the stillness, to breathe, and to be receptive. Ask a simple question in your mind: what is it I need to know? Then, just listen in the silence. The answers will come, not always as a voice, but as a feeling of peace, a new idea upon waking, or a sense of direction that wasn't there before. This 3 a.m. appointment is a non-negotiable part of your ascension process. It is the universe's way of ensuring your subconscious and energetic bodies are fully prepared for the massive vibrational leap, a leap that your conscious mind might otherwise resist or fear. It is a sign of profound spiritual trust, an indication that you are considered ready to receive these deep-level upgrades directly. Furthermore, this disruption in sleep is often accompanied by a significant shift in your dream life. Your dreams are becoming intensely vivid, lucid, and often prophetic. You are no longer having mundane stress dreams about work or daily life. Instead, you are traveling to other dimensions, meeting with beings of light, or being taught in cosmic classrooms. You might have flying dreams, which symbolize the liberation of your spirit from third-dimensional limitations. You may experience dreams where you are living in a completely different, more harmonious reality, which is your soul's way of giving you a preview of the 5D rays to anchor its frequency into your consciousness. Pay close attention to recurring symbols, numbers, or messages you receive in these dreams. They are not random. They are a personalized roadmap being given to you from your subconscious and your spiritual team, guiding you toward the choices and actions that will align you perfectly with the portal's exit point. Keep a dream journal by your bed. The moment you wake up, whether at 3 a.m. or in the morning, write down everything you can remember. Do not try to analyze it immediately. Just record it. Over time, as you read back your entries, you will see a clear and coherent narrative emerging, a story of your own becoming, a direct set of instructions for your final preparations before October 17th. This combination of interrupted sleep and hyper-realistic dream states is an undeniable sign that your consciousness is being untethered from the collective matrix and plugged directly into the galactic mainframe for its final software update. You are not losing your mind. You are finally gaining access to the full multidimensional scope of your true self. The third, and perhaps one of the most physically demanding symptoms of this pre-portal activation, is the radical and often alarming series of upgrades happening within your physical body. While the first symptom deals with your energetic field and the second with your consciousness during sleep, this third sign brings the ascension process crashing into your tangible biological reality. You are experiencing what many lightworkers refer to as the vibrational flu, a collection of bizarre and unexplainable physical ailments that have no basis in conventional medical diagnosis. One day you wake up with a deep, aching exhaustion in your bones, a fatigue so profound that no amount of sleep can touch it. The next, you are wrestling with intense headaches, particularly a strange pressure at the very top of your head, at your crown chakra, as if something is trying to physically open it. You may experience sudden sinus problems, a runny nose, or a sore throat that appears out of nowhere and vanishes just as quickly. This is not a common cold or flu. This is your body, in its carbon-based density, struggling to purge lifetimes of stored trauma, toxicity, and dense energetic programming. Every ache is a memory being released. Every wave of exhaustion is your system reallocating all of its energy to the monumental task of rewriting your DNA from a carbon base to a crystalline silica structure, a biological form that can hold and transmit the higher frequencies of light required to pass through the October 17th gateway. You are literally being rebuilt from the inside out, and the process feels less like a gentle evolution and more like a full-scale chaotic renovation, while you are still living inside the building. This physical recalibration extends powerfully to your digestive system, which is your body's primary processing center for both physical and energetic information. You are suddenly developing bizarre food intolerances. Foods you've eaten your whole life, like heavy meats, dairy, or processed sugars, now make you feel sick, bloated, and energetically heavy. Your body is rejecting them because they carry a dense, low vibrational frequency that is incompatible with your new energetic template. Conversely, you are experiencing intense, almost insatiable cravings for light, clean, high vibrational foods. You find yourself wanting more fresh fruits, leafy green vegetables, and pure filtered water. This is not a conscious dietary choice you are making. It is your body's innate intelligence screaming for the specific energetic fuel it needs to complete its transformation. Your gut, often called the second brain, is being cleared of old emotional blockages and rewired to function as a more powerful intuitive center. As this happens, do not be surprised if you experience periods of digestive upset, as your system purges the physical and energetic sludge it has accumulated over years. Furthermore, one of the most startling physical symptoms is the sudden onset of heart palpitations, or a feeling of your heart fluttering or racing for no apparent reason. Before you panic, and while this is never a substitute for medical advice, understand this from a spiritual perspective. Your heart chakra, the very center of your energetic system, is undergoing a massive expansion. It is being activated to become the new seat of your consciousness, moving you from a mind-based reality to a heart-centered existence. These palpitations are energetic surges as the antechambers of your higher heart are blasted open, increasing your capacity to hold unconditional love and compassion. It can feel uncomfortable, even frightening, but it is a sign that your central power station is being brought online for 5D reality. Your entire biological system is being meticulously prepared, from ear ringing and hearing high-pitched frequencies, which are actually you tuning into the background radiation of the higher dimensions and receiving light code downloads, to strange skin rashes as your largest organ purges deep-seated toxins. Every single physical anomaly is a coordinated part of this divine upgrade. To dismiss them as random ailments is to miss the point entirely. They are the undeniable physical proof that you have been chosen, and that your vessel is being made ready for the final journey through the portal. If you have felt your body demanding a cleaner diet, or going through these unexplainable aches and pains that defy logical explanation, comment "I harness lunar energies" below to affirm your commitment to this profound physical purification. This declaration signals to your cellular structure that you are a conscious and willing participant in your own metamorphosis. As you navigate this challenging physical transformation, the universe initiates the fourth and arguably most difficult symptom, the great purge of a lifetime. This is the deep, unavoidable, and often brutal clearing of your emotional and mental bodies. You cannot carry the dense, heavy baggage of old trauma, limiting beliefs and suppressed emotions through a high-frequency gateway. It is energetically impossible. It would be like trying to take an anchor with you on a hot air balloon. Therefore, the universe, in its infinite wisdom and compassion, is forcing everything that is unhealed within you to the surface to be seen, felt, and finally released before the October 17th deadline. This manifests as sudden, inexplicable waves of emotion that hijack your day. You might be driving to work and suddenly find yourself weeping uncontrollably, overcome by a deep sadness that has no connection to your current life circumstances. Or you might feel a sudden surge of white-hot rage over a minor inconvenience. Understand this: these are not your emotions, not entirely. You are purging the collective grief of humanity, the ancestral trauma passed down through your bloodline, and the painful energetic imprints from your own past lives. Your cellular memory is being degaussed, wiped clean of old pain programs, and you are the conduit through which this density is being released from the earth plane. This emotional purge is often accompanied by the spontaneous resurfacing of old memories. Vivid flashbacks from your childhood, memories you thought were long forgotten, will bubble up into your conscious awareness with startling clarity. You will remember moments of pain, shame, or fear, not to torment you, but to offer you a final opportunity to look at them from your higher perspective, to offer love and forgiveness to your younger self, and to reclaim the fragmented pieces of your soul that were left behind in those moments. This is a sacred process of soul retrieval. It is the universe helping you to become whole again. However, the most intense phase of this mental and emotional clearing is what the mystics have called the dark night of the soul. This is a period where you may feel a profound sense of existential dread, a crushing feeling of being utterly alone, abandoned by the universe, and completely disconnected from the divine. Your old belief systems crumble. Your spiritual practices may suddenly feel empty and hollow. This is not a sign that you have done something wrong or that you have lost your connection. It is the exact opposite. It is the final, agonizing death of the ego. Your ego, the false, constructed self that has run the show for your entire life, realizes its time is up. It knows it cannot survive in the high frequencies of 5D reality, and it is fighting for its very survival. It will throw every ounce of fear, doubt, and despair at you to convince you to turn back, to stay in the familiar misery of the 3D matrix. It will tell you that you are not worthy, that you are going crazy, that this whole spiritual journey is a delusion. This is its last stand. To navigate this, you must become the silent observer. You must witness this ego death without identifying with it. You must understand that this feeling of separation is the ultimate illusion, a final test to see if you will place your faith in the fear of the ego or in the silent, unwavering truth of your soul. This is the crucible that burns away everything that is not you, leaving only the pure, indestructible diamond of your true divine self. Alongside this emotional roller coaster, you will experience periods of intense mental fog and disorientation. Your ability to focus on mundane, linear, 3D tasks will plummet. You'll find yourself misplacing keys, forgetting appointments, and struggling to string a coherent sentence together. Time itself will begin to feel fluid and strange, with hours feeling like minutes and days blending into one another. This is because a significant portion of your consciousness is no longer fully anchored in the third dimension. You are literally straddling two different worlds. One foot is in the old, crumbling reality, while the other is already firmly planted in the 5D timeline. This bifurcation of consciousness causes your logical left-brained mind to short-circuit. It cannot process the non-linear quantum reality that you are beginning to inhabit. This mental fog is a sign that you must surrender your reliance on the intellect and begin to trust your intuition, your heart's knowing, as your primary guidance system. The purpose of this entire emotional and mental purge is to empty your vessel. You are being cleared of all the dense programming, the flawed belief systems, and the painful emotional residue of the past so that you can be filled with the pure, high-frequency light of your own divinity. It is a messy, painful, and deeply uncomfortable process, but it is the most profound act of love the universe can offer you. It is your ultimate liberation, the final unchaining of your spirit, ensuring you are light enough to fly through the closing portal. If you are moving through this intense emotional fire, if you feel these old pains and memories rising to the surface, and you are choosing with every fiber of your being to release what no longer serves you, type "I receive" in the comments as a powerful declaration to the universe that you are ready to be empty and filled with the light of the new dawn. This is not for everyone. It's for the chosen who are ready to change their reality. I released a members-only deep briefing called "Warning All Chosen Ones, Watch This" before new moon of the 21st of October 2025. This will change everything. In that video I reveal the exact activations and protections you must do. Click the description link or the pinned comment and watch it before the energy lands. If you skip this window, you may never get this same upgrade. Now, after the storm of the physical and emotional purges, a new and vital symptom begins to emerge, one that feels counterintuitive to our hyper-productive, socially driven world. The fifth spiritual symptom that you are being prepared for the October 17th portal is a deep, unshakable, and non-negotiable craving for solitude and silence. This is not a desire, it is a profound soul-level need. The same social events, gatherings, and constant interactions that you may have once enjoyed now feel utterly draining and pointless. The thought of engaging in small talk or superficial conversation feels like a violation of your very essence. All you want is to be alone. You find yourself canceling plans, ignoring your phone, and retreating from the noise of the world. Your friends and family may not understand. They may think you are depressed, angry, or becoming antisocial, but you must trust this sacred impulse. This is the cocoon phase of your transformation. After the intense work of clearing and purging, your system now requires periods of absolute stillness and silence to integrate the monumental changes that have occurred. It is in the silence that the new light codes are fully anchored into your cellular structure. It is in the solitude that your nervous system can finally recalibrate to the new higher frequency, without the constant interference of the chaotic external world. This is not an escape. It is a sacred pilgrimage inward. You are being called into the temple of your own being, to commune directly with your soul and with Source. During this time you will find that you are drawn to nature. A walk in the woods or sitting by a body of water will feel more nourishing and more real than any human interaction. This is because nature holds the pure, undistorted frequency of the new earth, and your body is instinctively seeking this resonance to help stabilize your own energy field. This retreat into silence is the essential integration period before the next phase of activation. It is the training ground for what is to come, because this need for solitude is directly connected to the sixth symptom, a sign so profound that it involves the complete collapse of your old identity and the final dissolution of linear time itself. This retreat is the final preparation for the unraveling of reality as you know it. And it is in that sacred unraveling, which we will dive into next, that your true limitless self is finally born. As you heed the sacred call for solitude, retreating from the noise of the external world, to integrate the immense physical and emotional upgrades you've endured, you begin to cross the threshold into the sixth and most reality-altering symptom of your pre-portal preparation. This is a sign that moves beyond the body, beyond the emotions, and strikes at the very core of your perceived existence. The sixth spiritual symptom is the complete and total dissolution of your old identity and the collapse of linear time. Everything you once believed you were is now falling away, and it can feel terrifying, as if you are free-falling through an endless void without a safety net. The career you spent decades building might suddenly feel hollow and meaningless. The social roles you played, the good daughter, the responsible employee, the dependable friend, now feel like ill-fitting costumes that are suffocating your soul. You look in the mirror and barely recognize the person staring back, not because your physical appearance has changed, but because the energy, the consciousness looking out from behind your eyes is no longer the same. This is the death of the ego construct, a far deeper process than the emotional purging we discussed earlier. This is the complete dismantling of the personality matrix that was created by your upbringing, your culture, and your societal conditioning. It's not that you are losing yourself, it is that you are losing who you were never meant to be in the first place. You are shedding the false self to make room for the authentic, divine self to finally emerge and take its rightful place as the master of your reality. This identity crisis is profoundly disorienting, because our entire 3D society is built upon these labels and roles. When you no longer identify with them, you begin to feel like a ghost in the machine, an observer watching a play in which you no longer have a speaking part. This can trigger deep feelings of confusion and fear. If I am not my job, not my relationships, not my past, then who am I? This is the ultimate question the universe is asking you to answer before October 17th. You are being forced to find your identity not in the external world of doing, but in the internal world of being. Your true identity is not a collection of memories or achievements. It is a frequency, a unique vibrational signature of source energy. And as the old identity dissolves, you will begin to feel this core frequency, this timeless, formless essence of I am, rising within you. This is the unshakable foundation of your new 5D self, an identity that is not dependent on anything or anyone outside of you for its existence. It is sovereign, it is eternal, and it is free. Embracing this void, this state of not knowing, is the final test of faith. It requires you to let go of the need for certainty, and to trust that the universe is masterfully deconstructing your old life to make way for a new one that is in perfect alignment with your soul's true purpose. A purpose that will become crystal clear once you have fully passed through the portal. Simultaneously with this identity dissolution, your perception of time is undergoing a radical and irreversible shift. The rigid clockwork linear progression of past, present, and future is beginning to warp and dissolve into a more fluid, quantum state of being. You are experiencing what is known as time bleeding. Moments from your past will suddenly feel as if they are happening right now, not just as memories, but as tangible, energetic realities. You might smell a perfume that triggers an intense emotional and sensory experience of a past relationship, feeling it with the same intensity as the day it happened. Conversely, you will have powerful precognitive flashes, sudden knowings or visions of a future event moments before it occurs. This is because you are moving out of the 3D timeline, where time is a straight line, and into the 5D eternal now's moment, where all time past, present, and future exists simultaneously as a field of infinite possibility. Your consciousness is beginning to access this quantum field, which is why your old linear perception is breaking down. This leads to a profound sense of timelessness. You will lose track of what day of the week it is. You will start a task and look up, thinking minutes have passed, only to find that hours have flown by. Or you will experience the opposite, where a single hour feels like an entire day. This is not a sign of carelessness or cognitive decline. It is a sign that you are untethering from the artificial time matrix that keeps the 3D world locked in a cycle of limitation and control. This fluidity of time is a necessary calibration for 5D consciousness, where manifestation is instantaneous. In the higher realms, the gap between a thought and its physical creation is almost zero. By dissolving your belief in linear time, the universe is training you to become a master manifester, to understand that you can create your reality from the zero-point field of the eternal now, without the perceived delays and struggles of the old paradigm. This combined collapse of identity and time is the final severing of your connection to the 3D matrix. It is the universe unplugging you from the old operating system, freeing you from the limitations of a fabricated self and a constructed timeline, so that you can step into the portal as a truly sovereign, timeless, and limitless creator being. If you feel the structure of your old life dissolving, if you feel time itself becoming strange and fluid, type "I feel awaken" in the comments below. This is your conscious agreement to release the illusion of who you thought you were, and to step fully into the quantum reality of your true eternal self. This is you saying yes to the great unknown. This is urgent. Do not skip this. Watch the members-only briefing. Warning all chosen ones, watch this before new moon of the 21st of October 2025. This will change everything. I reveal the activations and protections you must do before the spiritual energy shifts. Click the link in the description or the pinned comment now. This window won't wait. As the foundational pillars of your old reality, your identity, and your perception of time crumble into dust, you are ushered into the seventh and final symptom. This is the culmination of all the previous stages of activation. It is the beautiful, awe-inspiring, and profoundly peaceful sign that your preparation is nearing completion, and that you are standing at the very threshold of the portal, ready to take your final step. The seventh spiritual symptom is the spontaneous emergence of profound synchronicities and an unwavering, deep-seated sense of inner peace and knowing. After the chaos, the purging, and the dissolution, comes a stillness, a calm that surpasses all understanding. The relentless chatter of the ego mind, which has been your constant companion for your entire life, finally goes quiet. The anxiety, the worry, the constant need to figure things out, it all just stops. In its place, a silent, powerful presence emerges from the depths of your being. It is a feeling of profound trust in the flow of life, a deep, cellular knowing that everything is unfolding in perfect divine order, even if your external circumstances still appear chaotic. This is not a passive resignation. It is an active state of empowered surrender. You have finally moved your center of awareness from your head to your heart. You are no longer trying to control life with your limited intellect. You are now allowing the infinite intelligence of your soul to guide you, moment by moment. This inner peace is the fertile ground from which the magic of synchronicity blossoms. As you become vibrationally aligned with your soul's path, the universe begins to conspire in your favor in the most obvious and miraculous ways. You will think of a question, and moments later the answer will appear on a billboard, in a song lyric, or from the mouth of a stranger. You will have a need, and the perfect resource or person will manifest in your life with effortless grace. The most powerful and common form of this synchronicity is the appearance of repeating number sequences. 1111, 222, 333, 444. These are not coincidences. These are digital love notes from the universe, flashes of code from the divine matrix, reassuring you that you are on the right path, that your angelic guides are with you, and that you are in perfect alignment with the cosmic flow. When you see 1111, it is a wake-up call, a sign that your thoughts are manifesting instantly, and you need to remain conscious and positive. When you see 333, it is an affirmation that the ascended masters are surrounding you, offering their love and support for your mission. When you see 444, it is a message from the angels that you are protected and guided. These synchronicities are the universe's way of winking at you, showing you that the veil between the physical and non-physical realms has become so thin for you that you can now perceive the underlying energetic grid that connects all things. It is the ultimate confirmation that you have successfully shifted your frequency and are now operating in a state of flow, a state of grace, where you are a co-creator with the divine, no longer a victim of circumstance. This state is also characterized by a newfound sense of detachment. You are able to observe the drama and chaos of the 3D world without being pulled into it. You can feel compassion for those who are still struggling and lost in the illusion, but you no longer feel the need to save them or to entangle yourself in their karmic battles. You understand the principle of soul sovereignty, that every soul has its own path and its own timing. Your only responsibility is to hold your own light, to maintain your own high frequency as an anchor of the new earth. This peaceful detachment is the hallmark of a true master. Furthermore, your intuitive abilities will come online with breathtaking clarity. Your gut feelings will become your unerring compass. You will simply know things without knowing how you know them. You will know who to trust, what opportunities to pursue, and what paths to avoid. This is your direct line to your higher self, your connection to the universal mind, and it will become your primary tool for navigating the period leading up to and beyond October 17th. This final symptom, this blend of unshakable peace, constant synchronicity, and crystal clear intuition, is your graduation certificate. It is the universe's final signal that you have successfully completed the rigorous training program, that you have purged the density, shed the false self, and stabilized your frequency at the required level. You are now standing at the portal's edge, not in fear or uncertainty, but in a state of quiet, joyful anticipation, ready to step into the new reality you have worked so hard, over so many lifetimes to create. You are ready to go home. If you have begun to experience this profound peace and have seen the universe communicating with you through these magical signs and synchronicities, comment "I harness astrological energies to declare your full and conscious partnership with the divine intelligence that is guiding you home." Affirm that you are no longer a seeker, but a finder, no longer a student, but a master in the making. Now that we have outlined these 7 profound symptoms, it's critical to understand that this is not a passive experience. Recognizing these signs is the first step, but consciously working with them is what will determine the grace and ease with which you move through this final transition phase. The universe is meeting you halfway. You must take the other half of the steps yourself. In the days leading up to October 17th, your primary work is to consciously and deliberately support the process your body, mind, and spirit are already undergoing. This means honoring the physical upgrades by giving your body the rest it needs. Do not push through the exhaustion. Sleep when you feel tired. Hydrate with pure water to help your lymphatic system flush the toxins and old energies. Fuel your vessel with the high vibrational foods it is craving, as this will accelerate the shift to your crystalline form. You must also honor the emotional purge. When a wave of sadness or anger rises, do not suppress it. Do not numb it with distractions. Create a safe space for yourself and allow the emotion to move through you. Cry the tears. Scream into a pillow. Let it out. Remember, you are not the emotion. You are the sacred space through which the emotion is being released from the planet. Become the compassionate witness to your own healing. Most importantly, you must amplify the final symptoms. Lean into the solitude and silence. Make a non-negotiable appointment with yourself every single day, even if it's just for 15 minutes, to sit in absolute silence. No phone, no music, no distractions. This is when you will receive your clearest guidance. Meditate on the feeling of being nobody, of having no story, to accelerate the dissolution of the false self. And when the synchronicities appear, acknowledge them. Say thank you out loud to the universe. This simple act of gratitude amplifies the connection and invites even more magic into your life. This is not about adding more complicated rituals to your life. It is about simplifying. It is about subtracting everything that is not in alignment with your rising frequency. It is about conscious, deliberate surrender. It is about choosing in every single moment to trust the process, to trust your soul, and to trust the universe. The period between now and October 17th is your final examination. It is a test of your ability to hold your light in the face of immense internal and external pressure. Every one of these 7 symptoms is a clue, a guidepost and a gift. They are the sacred breadcrumbs leading you out of the dark forest of the 3D matrix and into the sunlit clearing of the new earth. The portal is closing. The choice, as always, is yours. Will you heed the call? Will you answer the summons of your own soul? The symptoms are your guide. Listen to them, honor them. They are the sacred language of your own becoming, whispering the final instructions for your journey home. Having journeyed through the 7 core symptoms, from the initial energetic recalibration to the profound peace that signals your readiness, we must now address what happens in the sacred space created by these transformations. The symptoms are not the end goal. They are the mechanism of change. They are the chisels that have sculpted away the dense marble of your 3D self to reveal the crystalline light form within. Now, in this crucial interval before the portal's final closure, you are beginning to experience the direct results of this metamorphosis. This is no longer about what is happening to you. It is about the new reality you are beginning to consciously perceive and the dormant abilities that are awakening within you as a direct consequence. This is the phase where you learn to walk, speak, and see with your newly activated multidimensional senses before you are asked to run in the new earth. What you are experiencing now is the beta test of your 5D operating system, and it is manifesting in ways that are both subtle and profoundly reality-shattering. The first and most immediate consequence of your completed activation is a fundamental rewiring of your physical senses. This goes far beyond the initial energetic sensitivity we discussed. Your 5 senses, which were previously tuned to perceive only a minuscule sliver of the electromagnetic spectrum, are being upgraded to perceive a broader range of reality. Your sight is changing. You may begin to see subtle shimmers in the air, what looks like heat haze on a cool day. This is you literally beginning to perceive the energetic grid, the underlying quantum field that constructs physical reality. You may start seeing faint auras of colored light around people, plants, and animals. Do not dismiss this. This is your third eye integrating with your physical eyes, allowing you to see the energetic health and emotional state of living beings. Colors themselves will appear richer, more saturated, and more alive, as if a dull film has been lifted from the world. Your hearing is also expanding. The high-pitched frequencies are no longer just random occurrences. You are beginning to discern patterns within them, a form of light language or data transmission. You will also develop an uncanny ability to hear the truth behind people's words. It will be less about what they say, and more about the frequency of their voice. You will be able to instantly detect deception, incongruence, or hidden pain in their vocal tone. This is your clairaudience coming online, a tool of profound discernment for the new reality. Even your sense of touch is evolving, becoming a tool for psychometry. You might pick up an antique object and get a sudden flash of its history, or touch a tree and feel its ancient silent consciousness. These are not hallucinations. This is your sensory apparatus, once limited by 3D programming, finally coming online to its full intended capacity. You are beginning to perceive the world as it truly is, a vibrant, conscious, multidimensional tapestry of energy and information. This profound perceptual shift inevitably leads to the next major consequence, the great relationship realignment. As your frequency has stabilized at a higher octave, you have become a vibrational tuning fork for truth and authenticity. This powerful new resonance is forcing a final, unavoidable re-evaluation of every single relationship in your life. The dynamics of the old 3D paradigm, which were often based on karmic debt, codependency, emotional transaction, and egoic need, can no longer exist in your energy field. They are vibrationally incompatible. This is why you are witnessing certain relationships, even long-term ones that you thought were foundational to your life, begin to crumble and dissolve with startling speed. It is not that you or the other person have done anything wrong. It is simply a matter of physics. Two discordant frequencies cannot occupy the same space. These endings, while often painful for the human heart, are a profound act of divine grace. The universe is lovingly clearing away all connections that are not in alignment with your soul's highest trajectory, creating the space for your true soul family to find you. And they are finding you. You will experience a magnetic pull towards new people who seem to appear out of nowhere. These connections will feel instantaneous, deep and profoundly familiar, as if you are simply picking up a conversation you've been having for lifetimes. These are the members of your soul cluster, your fellow lightworkers, who are also being prepared for the portal. These new relationships are based on the 5D principles of sovereignty, resonance, unconditional support, and a shared mission. They are not here to fill a void within you, but to reflect and amplify the wholeness you have already cultivated within yourself. Trust this process. Release the old connections with love and gratitude for the lessons they provided, and open your arms to the new ones who are arriving to walk with you through the gateway and into the new dawn. If you are beginning to perceive the world in this new expanded way, if you are witnessing the great realignment in your relationships, or seeing the very fabric of reality shimmer before your eyes, type "I harness my gifts" in the comments below. This is your conscious acceptance of your new multidimensional senses and your declaration that you are ready to wield them with wisdom and love. We have now journeyed through the 7 profound, undeniable symptoms that are heralding your final preparation for the monumental gateway closing on October 17, 2025. From the overwhelming energetic sensitivity that isolates you from the mundane world, to the sacred 3 a.m. wake-up calls and vivid dreamscapes rewriting your subconscious, through the challenging physical upgrades of the vibrational flu and the brutal, beautiful fire of the emotional purge, we've explored the disorienting dissolution of your old identity and the collapse of linear time, culminating in the serene and magical arrival of unwavering inner peace and a constant stream of divine synchronicity. Recognizing these signs is not merely an intellectual exercise, it is a matter of spiritual survival and destiny. You must now understand what this all leads to and what is required of you in these final precious days. This is no longer about passively observing your own transformation. The time for observation is over. We have now entered the final phase: conscious, empowered action and the embodiment of your mastery. The closing of this portal is not a gentle ethereal event that will happen to you. It is a cosmic threshold that you must choose to walk through with every ounce of your will, intention and courage. The universe has done its part. It has activated your codes, purged your density, and cleared your path. Now the final step is yours, and yours alone. Let us be unequivocally clear about the stakes. The closing of this portal represents a vibrational bifurcation of timelines on planet Earth. This is a concept that has been spoken of by mystics and seers for millennia, and it is now upon us. On October 17th, the frequency of the planet will undergo a quantum leap, a permanent upgrade to a higher baseline octave of consciousness. The energetic membrane that has allowed for the coexistence of both the dense 3D matrix and the emerging 5D crystalline grid will dissolve. After this date, the two realities will become energetically incompatible and will fully separate into distinct experiential timelines. For those who have heeded the call, who have moved through the symptoms and consciously stabilized their frequency in the heart-centered vibration of love, gratitude, and unity. The closing of the portal will feel like a final joyful click into place. It will be the moment your reality fully locks into the new Earth template, a reality based on collaboration, instantaneous manifestation, telepathic communication, and a direct lived experience of your own divinity. It will feel like waking up from a long, confusing dream into a world that is vibrant, alive, and in perfect harmony with your soul. But for those who have ignored the symptoms, who have clung to the fear, division, and materialism of the old paradigm, the event will feel profoundly different. It will feel like a door slamming shut in the dark. They will find themselves on a timeline where the density and chaos rapidly accelerate. The systems of control will tighten, the sense of separation will deepen, and the path forward will seem increasingly hopeless. This is not a punishment. It is a simple impersonal law of vibrational physics. You can only perceive and experience the reality that matches your dominant frequency. The choice of which timeline you will inhabit is not being made on October 17th. It is being made by you right now in every breath, every thought, and every action you take in these final days. Therefore, your mission between now and then is to become a radical, uncompromising guardian of your own frequency. You must embody the role of the high priest or priestess of your own inner temple. This requires a level of self-awareness and discipline that may feel extreme by the standards of the old world. You must consciously curate every single thing that you allow into your energetic field. Scrutinize the media you consume. Does it uplift you, inspire you, and connect you to a sense of wonder and possibility? Or does it mire you in fear, anger, and division? If it is the latter, you must cut it out of your life completely, without apology. This is not ignorance. It is wisdom. It is choosing not to feed your precious energy to a dying paradigm. Scrutinize the conversations you engage in. Do they revolve around gossip, complaint, and judgment? Or do they explore concepts of growth, consciousness, and co-creation? You must have the courage to walk away from low vibrational exchanges, even with people you care about. You can send them love from a distance, but you cannot allow their frequency to compromise your own. This is the highest service you can offer them, to hold a stable, high vibrational anchor that they might one day choose to tune into. Most importantly, you must scrutinize your own internal dialogue. Every moment of self-judgment, every fearful projection into the future, every regretful glance into the past is a conscious choice to lower your own vibration and align with the old timeline. You must become a masterful alchemist of your own thoughts, learning to catch these dense patterns the moment they arise and consciously transmuting them into thoughts of gratitude, love, and trust. If you are committed to this final sacred duty of becoming the guardian of your own frequency, if you pledge to yourself to consciously choose love over fear in every remaining moment before the portal closes, type "I receive" in the comments. This is your vow of spiritual sovereignty. This is your declaration of allegiance to the new earth. To support this monumental task, the universe is providing you with a set of powerful energetic tools. Your work now is to use them, not just read about them. The first is the power of your breath. Your breath is the bridge between the physical and non-physical realms. When you feel overwhelmed by the intensity of the energies, by the chaos of the external world, or by the remnants of your own emotional purging, stop everything and take 3 deep, conscious breaths. Inhale peace, exhale all that does not serve you. In that simple sacred act, you reclaim your power, recenter your energy, and reaffirm your connection to Source. The second tool is the power of water. Water is a conscious crystalline element that is a powerful amplifier and cleanser of energy. Before you drink any water, hold the glass in your hands and infuse it with your intention. Speak words of love, gratitude, and healing into it. Visualize it as liquid light, and as you drink it, feel it cleansing every cell of your body, washing away any remaining density and upgrading your DNA. Similarly, use water to cleanse your energy field. Stand in the shower and visualize the water washing away not just physical dirt, but all energetic attachments, psychic debris, and emotional residue from your day. This practice is essential for maintaining your vibrational purity. The third tool is sound. Sound is vibration, and it is one of the fastest ways to alter your frequency. Find a piece of music, a solfeggio frequency, or a crystal bowl sound bath that resonates deeply with your soul, something that instantly makes you feel peaceful and expanded. Use this sound as your energetic reset button. When you feel your frequency begin to dip, put it on and allow the vibrations to retune your entire being, like a master musician tuning a priceless instrument. However, the ultimate tool, the master key that unlocks the highest potential of this entire transition, is the cultivation of a state of radical gratitude. Gratitude is not just a pleasant emotion, it is the vibrational signature of abundance and unconditional love. It is the frequency of the new earth. In these final days, your primary spiritual practice should be the relentless, moment-to-moment search for things to be grateful for. Be grateful for the breath in your lungs, for the sun on your skin, for the challenges that have made you strong. Be grateful for the 7 symptoms themselves, for they are the tangible proof of your own divine evolution. When you are in a state of gratitude, it is impossible for fear, doubt, or judgment to coexist in your energy field. Gratitude is the ultimate high-frequency state, and by choosing to inhabit it as much as possible, you are not just preparing for the portal, you are actively building the energetic foundation of your new reality before you even step through it. You are pre-paving your path with the golden light of appreciation, ensuring that your transition will be one of seamless, joyful grace. This is the mastery that is being asked of you. It is the final exam. Can you hold the frequency of gratitude, even when the world around you is consumed by fear? Can you be the lighthouse, shining your unwavering light, even when the storm of the old world rages at its most intense? This is your purpose. This is your mission. This is why you, the chosen one, are here on this planet, at this exact moment in cosmic history. Let's speak for a moment about what to expect on the day of October 17th itself. For many who are aligned, the day may feel surprisingly calm, almost anticlimactic. This is because the majority of the work has already been done within you. The day itself is simply the final energetic seal being placed upon the new reality you have already chosen and embodied. You may feel a desire to be in nature, to be quiet, and to simply be in a state of receptive stillness. Honor this. You may feel a profound sense of lightness, a feeling of completion, as if a great weight has finally been lifted from your shoulders. This is the feeling of your full, untethered, multi-dimensional self finally being free of the gravitational pull of the 3D matrix. For some, there may be a powerful energetic surge, a wave of light that moves through your body, completing the final integrations of your crystalline structure. Whatever your personal experience, the key is to approach the day without rigid expectations. Stay in your heart. Stay in a state of gratitude and trust. Know that you are safe, you are guided, and you are exactly where you need to be. The real changes will be perceived not in a single cataclysmic event, but in the days and weeks that follow. You will wake up and the world will simply feel different. The air will feel cleaner, colors will seem more vibrant. You will notice a profound quiet in the collective field, as if the background static of fear has finally been switched off. You will find that the people you encounter are more open-hearted, that opportunities for joyful co-creation appear effortlessly, and that your own ability to manifest your desires has been amplified 1,000-fold. This is the new earth. It is not a place you go to, it is a frequency you become, and you will have become it. This message was not an accident. It did not find you by chance. It was a divine appointment, a final confirmation from your own higher self that you are on the correct path. It was a final reminder of the urgency and the sacredness of this moment. The 7 symptoms are your roadmap, the tools are your provisions, and your own heart is your unfailing compass. You have everything you need. The training is complete. All the lifetimes of struggle, of learning, of seeking, they have all led you to this single glorious threshold. You are standing at the culmination of the ages. You are the midwife of a new reality. You are the ancestor of a new humanity. Do not falter now. Do not succumb to the last desperate whispers of the dying ego. Stand tall in your light. Hold firm in your truth. Be the love that you are. Share this message with anyone else you feel needs to hear it, not from a place of fear, but as a call to remembrance for the other members of your soul family who are also waking up. And now, as we close, I invite you to take one final conscious action. Subscribe to this channel, not just for more information, but to join a community of light holders who are walking this path alongside you. And in the comments below, I want you to write one final powerful declaration. Type the words, "I am ready." Let this be your final, irrevocable statement of intent to the cosmos. Let it be the sacred vow you make to your own soul. You have been prepared. You have been tested. You have been purified. The portal is closing. Step through. Your new life awaits. I am ready.